Hey guys, so a lot has happened over the last few days and I wanted to update you. It is truly so much to cover in a single video, but it just definitely needs to be talked about. First of all, the fact that hardly any large YouTubers are talking about the Beast games is honestly pretty disappointing, although not too surprising. In general, I think basically all the top YouTubers are hoping this blows over so they can keep their chance to do business with MrBeast or be a part of his juicy collabs. As someone who has done 3 of these Beast collabs and had him try to do business with me twice off of YouTube, let me tell you, it's a complete waste of time. But hey, I'm not going to go into that right now. I would just like to remind them, the other big YouTubers in this community, that dozens of people were injured and thousands of people were denied their basic human rights, all for a MrBeast YouTube video. It's giving David Dobrik 2.0, and the sequels are always worse. There's still no update from TikTok on why my first video about the Beast games is blocked in every country except for the US. Also, thousands of comments are being deleted daily on MrBeast's newest video.
MrBeast has been deleting all the comments that speak on the situation about him being a fraud. It doesn't matter if you don't space out your comment, they will all be deleted.
Much of Reddit is blocking threads on the topic. This includes his own subreddit that's ran by his staff. Even Twitter deleted a community post about MrBeast. So overall, it looks like there is a pretty concerted effort to hide this story, which pretty much explains why I'm making the video today. A lot of you had asked for verification of the other stories I was making videos about, which I totally get, and I wanted to read one of the articles that came out this week. This one is from the New York Times. They vetted about a dozen Beast Games contestants and listened to their stories. Many other news outlets have also interviewed and vetted other contestants and crew as well. So I hope that gives you some assurance that these stories are real. Alright, so let's read through. Send thoughts and prayers. I'm dyslexic, this is gonna be something. The title of the article is Willing to Die for MrBeast and 5 million. I'm gonna read about half of it because it would probably take me a couple hours to read this whole article because I'm such a slow reader. During the intake process this year, several contestants told the New York Times that they have been asked whether they would be willing to be buried alive or travel to outer space. One contestant recalled being asked if she would be able to swim to shore if thrown overboard from a boat. I understand that such activities may cause me death, illness, or serious bodily injury, including but not limited to exhaustion, dehydration, overexertion, burns, and heat stroke. Read line in the contract reviewed by the Times that applicants were required to sign. Such language is commonplace in reality television contracts. What they did not expect, however, were the more mundane yet potentially dangerous inconveniences that they said had befallen them during the competition. Speaking with the New York Times on the condition of being anonymous due to non-disclosure agreements, over a dozen people who participated in the first installment of Beast Games said that they had not received adequate food or medical care and that some competitors had suffered injuries from the physical challenges. The event was being filmed for Mr. Donaldson's YouTube channel to select contestants to participate in the Amazon MGM show later this summer. Some of the contestants left the competition arena on stretchers. A contestant said, though it was unclear if any of those contestants had faced serious medical conditions. Another described watching fellow contestants vomiting and appearing to pass out. There were several hospitalizations. So I'm going to stop right here to give a little bit of context. The local hospital that took patients from the Beast Games described it as a pretty chaotic scene. I've also talked to at least 100 contestants. Some of the injuries described to me, I would definitely describe as serious. Okay, back to the article. In a text message, a spokesperson for MrBeast said that the shoot was unfortunately complicated by the CrowdStrike incident, extreme weather, and other unexpected logistical and communication issues. The spokesperson said MrBeast had started a formal review and had taken steps to ensure that we learn from this experience. Okay, we're gonna take a quick break again. So MrBeast's PR team is blaming everyone but themselves. I don't understand how CrowdStrike prevents people from getting their medication. I don't understand how CrowdStrike prevents women from getting feminine products that they need. I don't understand how CrowdStrike gives low quality food with no protein to contestants doing physical challenges. They were giving out cold oatmeal. Yeah, great, wonderful. I don't understand how CrowdStrike caused people to be nearly trampled. I just don't understand how CrowdStrike caused fully grown men to tackle women. And severe weather, spoiler alert, it's Vegas, it's hot. How is that an excuse? And unexpected logistical issues. That's literally the entire point of hiring an experienced crew. Remember when I said MrBeast team intentionally wanted to hire non-union? And MrBeast has started a formal review. So what, this is the second time in 2 weeks that MrBeast is investigating MrBeast? I'm gonna investigate myself. After I investigated myself, I have found that I myself have done no wrongdoings after this totally legitimate investigation that I have done myself on myself. Trust me, bro. The company that will be investigating me is MrBeast Investigations. All right, let's go back to the article. Some former employees have spoken out about safety concerns on MrBeast sets, but his vast fan base has continued to see him as fundamentally charitable and well-meaning. Amid allegations about Beast games, as well as recent accusations about inappropriate language used by Mr. Donaldson and a former collaborator, his reputation, as well as his multi-million-dollar YouTube empire are on the line. We signed up for the show, but we didn't sign up for not being fed or watered or treated like human beings, one contestant told The Times. Before they arrived at the stadium on July 18th, the contestants had to turn in their phones and belongings, including medications. The group ranged in age from members of Gen Z to a competitor who said he was 82, a contestant said. Right from the start, things seemed off. Some contestants said they had originally been told that the competition would have 1,000 participants. This was also the figure advertised by Prime Video earlier this year, but upon arrival, contestants received a video message from Mr. Donaldson, reviewed by The Times, informing them that the number of contestants was higher. Obviously, there's 2,000 contestants, Mr. Donaldson said in a video. I don't remember if I said that publicly or not, but there is. A spokesperson for MrBeast said the intention had always been to have 2,000 competitors during that phase. There's that spokesperson again, that PR team, they're just working overtime. I talked to a bunch of contestants. The contestants that I talked to, many of them were not told that it was going to be 2,000 participants. They were told it was 1,000. They were upset by this. They were also upset because they felt they were misled because they thought they were going to be on the Amazon Prime show, not on a YouTube video. Like many of the people who appear in MrBeast YouTube videos, some of the contestants said that they needed the cash to pay for things like student loans and medical debt, which is the #1 debt in the United States. This is a part that seems small, but it really bothers me because it's obvious that they're just trying to film people's reactions of like, what? But you're really messing with people's lives and people who may really need money. A lot of the contestants that I talked to, they signed up for the show not because it sounded super fun, but because they really needed the money and they wanted a chance to compete for that money to really change their lives. And so to dangle a really high price carrot, $5 million in front of people's faces who need the finances and then do this to them, it just seems cheap. I'm getting older. I'm just fed up with the BS.